Alrighty, welcome back to another MQL5 quick functions video. This one today is going to be about printing the day of the week. So this is a follow-up from the last video about detecting when a new candle opens. This one is then returning what day of the week that candle is at the close. So this one can be very helpful when it comes to filtering out days of the week that you do and don't want to trade. So to jump straight into it, we'll create a new advisor and we'll do return day of week, create that one. So as always, we will be starting at the bottom and creating a new function. So we want this one to return a string. So we're going to do string underscore day underscore of week, bracket that, and bring down the function like so. And firstly, what we want to do is we want to declare the variable as a date time, and we're going to call it time, comma that off. So we're declaring the variable called time as an MQLDateTime format. And now we need to structure and populate that time variable. And the way we do that is TimeToStruct bracket time current, which is MetaTrader 5's built-in function to retrieve the current time from the systems. And then we're going to populate that time variable like so, and semicolon that one off. Now, if we were to just go with this, what would be returning is zeros, ones, twos, threes, fours, fives, and 6 and 7 as a day of the week. So we need to now convert that into the string of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Otherwise, it would just be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the way we do that is we go switch time dot day of week. That was the built-in one here. We're now going to declare. We're going to declare each of those numbers that would be returned as a string. So return, and it's 0 will start on a Sunday. And I don't make the rules. That's just how it was. That's just how it's built. So run with that. Case 1, return Monday. And what I'm going to do just to make things a little bit easier is like this, tighten it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, same thing again. 5, 6, 7, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and we're going to drop this last one and then close off the switch down here. And now if we compile that, we're going to get an error because not all control paths return a variable. So basically we just have to put in a fail safe that if we don't get any, if it's not one of the days of the weeks for whatever reason that may be, it will return unknown. Will that ever happen? Probably not, but if it does, we need a way to declare what to do, otherwise things won't work. So now if we compile that, this is our function to get the day of the week. We start with the variable as the time format, structure it, and build it into the time variable that we created using the built-in MetaTrader 5 get the current time function. And then for the returning of the 0 through 7 for each of the day of the week, we are swapping the 0 to a Sunday, the 1 to a Monday, 2 to a Tuesday. And that's just the way it goes. And then if not any of those, we'll return unknown. So what we'll do now is we'll print day of week, box that one off, save that, return day of week. And we're going to do open prices only. And we're just going to pause that. And then you can see if we just step by step down here, you can see that we do have, in fact, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at the opens. So if we now quickly jump back to the 22nd of January, 22nd of January is a Wednesday, 22nd of January is a Wednesday. So that is how to get the day of the week. And in the next one, we're probably going to go a bit deeper into the time and stuff. But for now, when you want to filter out what days to trade and not to trade, this is how you do it. And you can just throw in like a, if the day equals Monday, don't trade or do trade, and you can do your filters that way. So I hope that was insightful. Let me know if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.